Hey guys, it's Ruth the Realty Pro. I asked a home loan specialist questions that most people want answers to before applying for a home loan, from credit scores to declined applications and even unpaid accounts. And here's what she had to say.
Good day, I'm Renee Miller from Wederbond Home Loan Consultant. Today I just want to share a few points with you regarding scoring. People will ask, what is scoring? What affect my score? And how can I go forward making sure my score is always good? First of all, scoring is the ITC profile of each client on how are they pay and manage their accounts. That will affect their scoring. What will affect my score immediate is whereby you're going to take out cash loans to avoid cash loans, to avoid short-term loans. That will affect your score immediately. The way you manage and the way you pay your accounts will also affect your score. In other words, if you go behind with your accounts, so you are going in arrears. The moment you go 1-2 months in arrears, the bank sees that as a risk. Automatically it will affect your score. People will say, okay, Renee, so how long is it going to take for me to build up my score to a better rate? So if your score is low, very low, it will maybe take more 2 to 3 months for your score to pick up. As I said, depends on how low your score is. If your score is, it can be more than 2 to 3 months for your score. The people say, okay, Renee, but I paid up some of my accounts last week. I paid some of my accounts last month. Why does my score not pick up? Remember, it doesn't matter if you're going to pay your accounts today or last week. Your score is not going to pick up in a week's or even in 30 days' time. It's not going to pick up. As I say, it takes normally 2 to 3 months for your score to pick up. Also, it depends on how low your score were. Then people will ask and say, Renee, okay, I understand I must pay my accounts on a regular basis every month. Yes, but I'm also going to close all my accounts. Then maybe my score will pick up. No. As the saying goes, you have to have debt to make debt. So if all your accounts are closed, how are you going to work on your score? Then banks want to see also how are you behaving on your accounts. And the only way they can see that is when you have open accounts. Just make sure when you do have open accounts to make sure you pay it every month and make sure it doesn't go in arrears. Then a second point I want to share with you, due to applications to the bank, why does bank decline applications? Please remember, each and every application is different. Each and every applicant ITC is different. But normally, first of all, the banks are looking at your scoring. At most important is your scoring. Second of all is affordability. Your incomes and expenses must be, they must balance. If they can't balance and your expenses are more than your income, of course, it will affect your affordability. This is also a second point where banks can decline applications due to affordability. People will say, many accounts, how many is too much? It depends on how much. You can have too much accounts or less accounts. It depends all on the behaving of paying and um, accounts and how you behave on your accounts. That's the important thing. So for first-time buyers and every buyer, please, scoring is at utmost importance. Please look at it and make sure that you do not go in arrears with your accounts. Hope this little small information help. If you do have any information, you want to have any information regarding bond applications, you're more than welcome to phone me at 082 926 4511. Thank you. Bye-bye.